Everyone from our friends and family to you know us as a pair, but it wasn't always just Rhett and Link.
When we were kids, it was Rhett, Link, and Ben, our third best friend.
He loved taking us on random adventures, like hiking out into the woods to chop down a tree.
But then Ben got sick and passed away.
Since then, we've continued on doing things as a pair.
In honor of his memory, we're back in North Carolina today, and maybe Ben is by our side. A lot of what we find funny today is because of Ben.
Yeah, and the more unexpected and silly the joke, the more he liked it.
Right, his favorite thing was combining stuff that shouldn't go together.
I remember this one time that he imagined an exterminator who could hear the thoughts of insects and lived in a perpetual state of guilt.
Pretty dark, but that was Ben.
And we thought, what could we do that might make Ben laugh even from beyond?
And he died from testicular cancer, so our answer was to chop down a tree with some nuts.
So we reached out to our alma mater, the NC State School of Engineering, to see if it was possible to chop down a tree with peanut butter.
Looks like you have made us a peanut butter axe.
55% peanut butter.
55%.
One of the ideas we came up with was making a polymer out of peanut butter.
So is it edible?
You might get sick.
I might get sick.
Can
Can you put a percentage on that? What do we have here?
Titanium.
Titanium.
So this is titanium.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
By volume, this will be about 80% peanut butter.
We just have to fill it up. So I can swing this with gusto.
It's still an axe though.
We put a metal head in there.
Crazy.
We did add a tang in one of them.
Put a little tang in
A
there.
little tang, you know. I thought you guys might want some spice to it.
The edge is sharp, Link. Be careful.
Yeah, you know.
I know.
Do you know how big the tree is that we're planning on cutting down?
We found out too late.
We saw a picture after we had already made this.
Well, how big did you think the tree was gonna be?
A small tree.
Like this?
He had a lot of doubts.
I had confidence in you guys, but I didn't think you had time.
We made time.
Thank you.
This tree is pretty much the same size as the ones that we chopped down with Ben.
Yeah. And just so you know, we have permission to be out here from the landowner, permission to chop this exact tree down, because this is actually an area that's gonna be cleared out in a little bit. And on top of that, we're actually donating to plant 1,000 trees to replace this one tree.
Bottom line, you got nothing to worry about when it comes to this tree.
To celebrate the 3-year anniversary of us moving into this beautiful tree where we have absolutely nothing to worry about, I brought us all nuts.
Oh, I hope they're huge!
A pair of nuts for you, a pair of nuts for you.
My nuts smell funny.
Well, honey, you need to wash your nuts.
What about squirrels with only one nut?
Oh, that's fine, but I prefer my nuts a pair at a time.
Don't we all?
When their real dad stepped out of the picture, this stepdad stepped right in and hitched her. Although I cannot fly, I still fit in just fine, 'cause I like my nuts a pair at a time.
We like our nuts a pair at a time.
I hope you were thinking of me when you were looking for these nuts.
I've had a lot of meats in my day, but this one rubs me the right way.
Getting tail is not a crime. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. 'Cause I like my nuts a pair at a time.
We like our nuts a pair at a time. I accidentally ate my retainer again. My parents say my body is changing, and I might have a touch of the rabies. To get my way, I cry. I'm not afraid to bite, 'cause I like my nuts a pair at a time. We like our nuts a pair at a time.
Do I really have to sing right now? I mean, you're not even my real dad.
Yes.
I'm grounded for hanging out with beavers and sneaking out at night to the bird feeder. I'm not allowed outside, can't play PlayStation 5, but I like my nuts a pair at a time.
We like our nuts a pair at a time.
We have our array of peanut butter-fried axes here. A few options.
Okay,
Now, I don't remember packing this one.
My Nana heard that we were doing this, so she made a peanut brittle axe. Pretty great, right?
It's very sweet of her.
And brittle, probably.
Yeah. Okay, we also have our peanut butter polymer axes from NC State. Over here we have a soon-to-be peanut butter filled axe, titanium. I'm excited about that one.
Yep.
And then a couple of backups, just regular axes that...
Well, they're not regular axes once we put peanut butter on them.
Okay, since your Nana made this, feel free to take the first swing. Now pick wisely because I'm sure this thing's gonna make a giant gash.
So I'm just gonna chop the tree down with this?
Yeah, you might go halfway through it.
Whoop.
I think it was the ribbon that failed.
Well, dang, Nana.
Don't tell her. Tell her it worked. Okay, now we got two of these. One of them's got the full tang, one of them's got...
Half tang?
Let's start with no tang.
When we were kids, we didn't try to chop down a tree with a hatchet.
That's why we brought those big ones.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh, it's doing something. This peanut butter axe is doing something.
Now pace yourself. What?
Well,
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, nothing to see here.
Hold on, this isn't unexpected.
Oh, crap.
It's not unexpected. This doesn't have full tang.
And that, yeah.
It smells great, though.
All right, so now it's my turn. Ben would love this.
Not just the chopping down of the tree, but the fact that we're doing it with a peanut butter axe.
Right. Yes, 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 yes.
That is a hard tree, man.
I mean, I honestly feel like if it wasn't for Ben, we never would have chopped down a tree. They were his ideas.
We didn't know that we were capable, or any kids were capable of the things that he would decide to do. Like, we're gonna go cut down a tree. We're gonna go dam the entire creek today and put fish in it. Oh, we're gonna make juniper tea. He had all these freaking ideas. You wanna try that peanut butter filled titanium axe just to see how much damage we could do?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just fart it up in there.
Oh, yeah, force that butter in. And if you start feel like you're losing energy, you just give you access to the teat, and then you come back.
Every time I feel like I'm doing something that's never been done before, I think about Ben, because he was the one who would always get us to do these type of things.
He is the reason that we kind of developed this anything is possible mentality.
So this axe is 80% peanut butter by volume. Well, all the peanut butter's kind of coming out of it.
And now it's really just a metal axe that's got peanut butter on it, and we've got a really nice regular axe over there. I feel like we could put some peanut butter on it and get some chops on this thing. That's a peanut butter axe.
Turn it over.
That's even more of a peanut butter axe. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Why are you chopping? Chop up a little bit.
I'm trying to do a couple of down.
The tree is coming down. Everyone take what's important. Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
If it's gonna make it out, then we gotta pack it in. Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
If it's gonna make it out, then we gotta pack it in.
I got my American Squirrel doll, Fern Forster. She loves to travel and she loves tight spaces.
I can't leave my photo album with all my baby squirrel pictures.
Honey, it's all in the cloud.
I've got my favorite novel, Around the Yard in 80 Days by Squirrels Bird.
Is that place Squirrel Magazine?
No.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
If it's gonna make it out, then we gotta pack it in. Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Pack it in.
If it's gonna make it out, then we gotta pack it in. Pack it in to take it out. Pack it in to take it out. Pack it in.
Lube my axe.
How do you remember hearing about Ben's diagnosis?
Well, it was 7th grade, and I remember we were getting ready for the talent show, which we were going to rap in. Me, you, and Ben.
Yeah.
And we were backstage, and he just started crying. That's when I knew something was wrong. And he might have alluded to, I'm not gonna be in school as much or something like that.
I remember going home, my parents would say, I talked to Ben's mom and dad, and
Right.
he's been diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome. So that's how we found out about the specifics of it. It wasn't something that he really wanted to talk about.
And he was just like, some days I won't be at school, and then there were just more and more days that he didn't show up because he was literally just too tired to show up.
And that summer between 7th and 8th grade, like every summer we had spent almost every day doing something together. He didn't want me or you to come over there to hang out with him while he was not doing something.
There were still days when we had the old Ben back, but there were more and more days that he wasn't there.
And it was a kind of pivotal time because we were beginning high school, and then our high school experience was sort of defined by the two of us doing stuff together.
Yeah.
And us kind of being identified as this duo.
And even when we would go back and do the things in high school that we would do with Ben, like chase the cows, sometimes he wouldn't be there. I mean, whenever we ended up making the blood oath,
it was just the two of us.
It was just us, not because Ben wasn't invited, but because he wasn't able to be there. I mean, you're in middle school, you're going into high school, you get this feeling of like, I don't know how to deal with this, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, I had no idea. I was not emotionally prepared for it, emotionally equipped to interact or to talk about it. It was like, if he's capable of doing something, I'll do it. We actually need to start working on the back cut here. Lube my axe.
We're gonna go check the bedroom one last time.
You bet we are.
You know, maybe this isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to us.
Yeah, maybe it's the best thing.
I mean, we've been talking about how it's time to branch out and start our own independent lives.
I know, and I'm totally mature and have the necessary self-control and responsibility to make it completely by myself.
What's a squirrel to do?
With this brand new life,
All our dreams can come true.
when we step outside,
Look out, world, here we come.
leave behind our tree.
So much to be done.
Our whole life ahead of me.
To your life expectancy.
Oh, shit!
Ha! Time to get outside and explore the world. Gotta find my own nuts and be a self-sufficient squirrel. I've been playing too much Grand Theft Acorn and been watching too much squirrel on squirrel porn. I'ma see the 7 wonders of the yard. That's 6 garden gnomes and a St. Bernard. I'ma finally cross the big hard path where the metal horses roll by so damn fast. I'ma run out into the middle and then freeze. Then go right then left and right, cause they'll never squish me.
We break inside the human house, climb the curtains and bitch slap a mouse. Slip behind the TV and chew the cables. Take a steaming dump on the dining room table.
Yeah.
We got 2 more years, let's make it count. Ditch the house, let's head into town. Bite the mayor in the jugular and elect myself. Smoke cigars wearing dress pants and a belt. I'm planning on an even bigger mission to get the chipmunks and the gophers to join a coalition. Exhausting all available channels to give the world back to the little mammals.
Mom, Jeff, are you guys coming?
Go ahead, we are right behind you.
How do you make sense of his last few days and our last visit?
You know, where he was in hospice, we literally passed it as we drove together to work, to our studio every single day in Lillington. We would pass by it. And so we made it like a tradition, you know, for that week to like go by there every single day and see him. We were totally committed Christians who believed that we had this truth that we needed to convey to him, that like we'd never really talked to him directly about it, right? Like he didn't grow up in church with us.
Our belief was that unless he accepted Jesus, that he was going to hell.
He's gonna go to hell.
The most caring thing we could do was bring it up.
Well, like, I don't blame us because we were doing something that is consistent with what we believed.
Yeah.
And consistent with the love that we had for him. I regret it because Ben was this incredibly wise person. And he was the one that had something to say. He was the one facing death. Like, we should have just sat there and listened to him. But instead, we thought that we had the truth that had to be conveyed to him. We had the wisdom, right? That's kind of what that way of thinking did to us. It made that moment that was about him and his death, it made it about us and what we believed and trying to change what he believes. And I'll never stop regretting that.
He knew that we were caring for him in the only way we knew. So, I mean,
and he was very gracious.
I do regret it, but he prayed the prayer, you know?
He's like, what is this going to hurt? And it's going to make them feel better about me and also make them shut up about this, you know?
Maybe.
Well, the thing he was saying the whole time we were talking to him is, he was like, I just don't know. Like, I just can't be sure about that, which is exactly the thing that I say all the time now.
Right.
I'm like, oh, here we are 15 years later, and I totally agree with him.
When we sat there with him, we did laugh.
It wasn't all about trying to convince him.
It wasn't just, hey, say this prayer, you know?
He made a bunch of jokes about testicular cancer.
Yeah.
And he was like, always make sure to feel your nuts. I remember him saying that. He says, never stop feeling your nuts.
I try to live with all the memories and not just focus on that end thing, because it sucks that was the last time we were together.
Yeah.
You know, if we would have handled it like weeks earlier and then we would have had a few more visits, you know, maybe there'd be something different in my mind, but it's like...
Well, Link, maybe he's here right now watching us cut down this tree with an axe made of peanut butter. He's laughing right now, and he's like, oh, don't worry about it, guys.
I bet he's like, don't worry about it.
You've made up for it. Look, you're using a nut axe to honor a guy that died of testicular cancer. I get it. I love it. I can't wait to see this tree come down.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel better? Because I'm definitely not sure that's the case. I don't know how it works, man.
We know a lot less than we did back when we seemed to know so much.
We knew everything back then.
We've gotta fly far away.
I got no wings, so I gotta stay.
Can't you just jump to the next tree?
No, I cannot. It's too far for me.
Can't you just climb right down the trunk?
The giants will chop me into bloody squirrel chunks.
I wish I could give you my squirrel wings.
That would require some skin grafting. We'd need a knife to peel your squirrel skin, then staple the flaps to my bones, and then you'd bleed a lot. There's no easing the pain.
Let's just forget I said I'd give you my wings.
When this big old log lays down to die, I will be laid to rest inside a wooden tomb, my forever home.
When this big old log lays down to die, I won't even have to fly to visit you when I feel alone.
As the weeks fly by and my body rots, I'll probably start to stink a lot. Just hold your breath and caress my bones.
Your morbid fixation with death is not exactly where my mind is at.
Just give me one last kiss before I'm gone.
Oh, it's moving. It's going.
Here it goes. Oh. Yeah, get the other peanut butter, Alex. Last blow.
Oh.
Timber! On the next Wonderhole.
We are completely immersing ourselves in worlds of color.
I in a world of red.
And I in a world of blue.
Welcome to your home for the next 24 hours.
Isn't that bad? Blue's my favorite color.
I feel like I need to keep moving.
Food cube.
This is our sustenance? I think you need a hamster mouth for one of these. Mine feels like the waiting room to hell.
I can feel a little sadness.
I'm not settled, man.
As you can see, you're fully immersed with no exit. This is gonna be fun. More specifically, my notion of fun.